So it's been a bunch of players that's been shocking everybody at the Kansas City Chiefs training camp. And we're not going to talk about guys like Ross and them. I mean, sorry, not Ross, Rice and them, Pacheco, because we know them dudes are already them. But Hollywood Brown, man, because you got to remember, Hollywood Brown has been I'm not going to say very injury prone, but he's had some definitely troubling seasons when it comes to avoiding injury and stuff like that. So to see him doing what he's doing right now is 100% amazing. And then when you look at a guy like Justin Ross, who's been going through a lot with, staying healthy, and when he had the spinal problem and all them type of things, it's very troubling and challenging for him to be, doing what he's doing right now. So for him to be showing out like this in training camp and, making these catches and making these grabs and stuff like that is very, very good to watch. And then you got Xavier Worthy, who's been doing very good as well. And he's a rookie, so he definitely is shocking people because he's literally burning the defense every time. He's just wide open because they just can't stop him. I mean, that lethal footwork mixed with his route running and his speed is just too dominant, and it's really hard to counter. And then you got Nico Remigio, who's been doing very good as well. He's been looking amazing. Last year, he was injured. He had a good training camp last year, but he ended up getting injured. He had to sit out for the whole season, and he couldn't really prove himself. But he's been looking amazing as well, and he's playing with a chip on his shoulder, to be honest with you. So him playing with a chip on his shoulder is what has him working so hard throughout training camp to get him a roster spot. And we talk on defense, we got guys like Fabian Lovett, who's a UDFA, who's been doing good as well. If you look on Twitter, you search up his name, you're going to see a few highlights of him going crazy and stuff like that. And then we have guys like Joshua Williams and Jalen Watson, who has to step up because obviously the departure of L'Jarius Sneed is not easy. We lost L'Jarius Sneed, so we know that's going to be definitely challenging, losing a guy like Sneed. So the Chiefs are going to have to definitely recover from that. So guys like Jalen Watson and Joshua Williams and Nasir Johnson, all these guys have to step up. Jamari Connor, all of these dudes have to step up, man. They really, really do. And let me know if y'all want me to get a Chiefs player up here. I actually have Nasir Johnson on Instagram, so let me know if y'all want me to try to get him to feature a video. I don't know if he's going to do it, but let's see. We're going to try that out for sure. Let's get it. We're going to definitely try that out. But, yeah. The Chiefs, they have players impressing all over. Carson Still's been impressive. Louis Rees-Zammit has been pretty impressive as well at what he's been doing. And then you got guys like Deneric Prince, who's also been very solid. So Kingsley, left tackle, he's been great. So it's just a bunch of players that's really impressing everybody at training camp. And it's very good to watch. Well, let's talk about one of the main players, a special teamer who's been pretty impressive. So the Kansas City Chiefs' new weapon that is striking fear to the rest of the NFL is Matt Araiza. He's a new weapon for the Kansas City Chiefs. He's been on display during training camp, and the rest of the NFL is wondering why the Chiefs get to have it all. Like, why do they get these weapons? We even have an insane punter. Like, why are we so lucky? But the new Chiefs punter, Matt Araiza, who was known as the punt god, he was shown bombing massive 75-yard punts in a video from the Chiefs training camp. And now the Chiefs have the ability to flip the field at literally any time. I mean, the guy's leg power is really, really unmatched, man. Araiza was known for his massive power when he punted for the San Diego State Aztecs in college. And now that power is beginning to define the start of his NFL career, despite not yet playing in the game. So Araiza was shown bombing punts well over 70 yards in training camp videos. He's caught the eyes of spectators with his booming punts. It was absolutely unreal. Like, the guy can completely flip the field. And, the Chiefs is just too overpowered. Why are we so deadly overpowered and stacked? Like, why? This is crazy. And Araiza, he hasn't played in a regular season NFL game, but he did play in a preseason game for the Buffalo Bills in 2022. And during the one chance that he got in that game, Araiza punted the ball 82 yards. Like, bro, the guy is literally unreal. When he's with the Aztecs, he led the nation with an FBS record of 51.4 yards per punt. He also led the nation in punts over 70 yards with a whopping 6. Now, Matt Araiza's NFL career was obviously delayed, and you know, he had to find his way up there because he was named by an accuser in a sexual assault lawsuit, which obviously ended up being fake. He had nothing to do with that. And he was drafted by the Bills in 2022. You know, the Bills is always giving us stuff and always helping us win. And the team released him in August because of that lawsuit that came out. But the girl was lying on him. He had nothing to do with it. So now the Kansas City Chiefs signed him. And now he's ready. He's ready. He's out here kicking 75 yards. He's flipping the field with these punts, and that's going to be very essential for the Kansas City Chiefs. And it's going to make everything easier for the Chiefs defense as well, to be honest with you. And he's going to be a big weapon in the playoffs. Like, what people don't realize is how important this guy is going to be to this Chiefs team with his ability to do this with the punting, you know. And a lot of NFL fans know what's up because they literally call him the punt god. So they already know we got us an actual stud. And the NFL, they're definitely scared of what's to come with Matt Araiza. And then Harrison Butker, who we also just re-signed, which is, you know, that's also something that has something to do with our special teams, something that's going to stack up our special teams a lot. And the Kansas City Chiefs, they understand how important it is having a good kicker and a good punter. And I know this video is about, you know, the players that shocked in training camp, but I just had to mention Harrison Butker real quick, because that deal was definitely good. If you ain't seen my video today on it, make sure you go watch my video about Harrison Butker. But today in training camp, players did good, but it was definitely a lot going on. Chiefs players, I don't know what they had going on, man. They was fighting all types of stuff. Drew Tranquill lost his cool. He went crazy. I don't know why. Threw his helmet, but Patrick Mahomes calmed him down. Definitely calmed him down, because I don't know what's going on with Drew Tranquill. He was tight. But that's just how it is when it comes to, you know, sports and teammates and arguing. Like, that's a part of the game. You know, every team has that problem where there's people arguing and teammates going at it. They just want to play. They really want to play. I feel like they really just can't wait for September 5th, just like all of us, to be honest. So they taking out anger on each other. But what Andy Reid said is that he's going to use the first 2 games to decide the wide receiver room. That's the first 2 games of preseason. So Nico Remigio need to be good in his first 2 preseason games. And Justin Ross has to show out in his first 2 preseason games. All these wide receivers that's not guaranteed already, they're going to have to show out in their first preseason games so we can see if they're going to be making a roster or not. So expect me to be having content for y'all for preseason for sure, because that's going to be definitely a key element into how the Chiefs team looks for September 5th. But if you enjoyed this video, man, make sure to like and subscribe. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. On your boy Chiefs Priority. I'm out, man. Peace.